Are we recorded?
Yeah, now we are.
I'm away from my
Okay,
computer for 1
cool.
second. I'm just grabbing a charger so that I don't die halfway through the show.
All right, well, Grabbing All Geeks back again. It's me, Goblyn, and Dylan's roof ceiling. I
Yeah, check out that light.
know. It's like a button.
Yeah, the molding's more impressive. The cat.
And the cat walked on top of the
Nice.
the cat butt.
Cat butt.
Firstly, Joe might not be able to join us today because his computer probably is still crapped out. Anyways, we can get started.
Yeah.
Let's
What you been reading, Tetsu?
you know, I haven't read that much this week, but I got some I read last time.
Uh-huh.
Just some flash issues. 98 and 99. 798 and 799.
Oh, nice.
But the evil nanny.
Yeah, Granny Goodness.
Yeah, that's her name. Granny Goodness, right?
Goodness gracious me.
Omega Batman is back again.
Yes. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah. 798 starts with the birth of Wally's new kid.
Right? Now he's got 3.
Yeah. And did you read Woman at War? Flash?
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty good.
There's that boy, right? That they meet that seems to know Linda.
Right.
They go to the future. That might be maybe her son.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they don't say it, but I have a feeling that's her son. Because he helps them. So
Let me check.
My reply is no.
Probably not. I can't see Wally with an evil son.
well, he wasn't evil, the one that helped them.
Yeah,
That one in 1 minute war that was like there for like half a book.
Yeah, little boy, yeah.
Yeah, barely remember him. 1 minute war was a good story though.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I love Women at War. Yeah, like in this one, you know, Linda gave birth, but then stuff happens. There's an explosion. And then Granny Goodness gets his kid.
The Granny Goodness 2-parter was excellent. It's like that was so good.
Yeah.
They got a Gold Beetle and Plastic Man in this, and I think it's really funny, especially the next issue.
And Mr. Terrific and
Gold Beetle. Yeah, Mr. Terrific, yeah.
and that wrestler guy. Oh God, why can't I think of his
Omega
name?
Batman. Omega Batman.
Oh yeah.
Who's back?
Mm.
Get it on.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
still gotta read
ridiculous. I
800,
love him.
which I'm behind on, but you know, I think this is a great story. It looks like there's freaking giant colossal beasts, almost looks like the Anti-Monitor, and then like, according to the
And
size of the
Omega
ship, it
Batman's
must be-
like, oh yeah.
that's
Oh,
way
yeah.
bigger than King Kong, by the way, like way bigger. Like there's a ship.
Right.
I like how Omega Batman just acts like a Daniel Warren Johnson wrestling comic character all the time. Like
I don't know who that is, but
Me
I
neither.
think he's like Randy Macho Man Savage meets Hulk Hogan.
that's pretty much any character in a non-Marvel Daniel
Yeah.
Warren Johnson book.
Yeah.
You got,
Let's do a power bomb. All
Never do a
those.
Slim Jim.
I think your thumb's on the camera.
Snap
Never
it
do
up.
the Speed Force.
Oh, okay. There you go. Plastic Man, I use him as a trampoline. they tie him to the thing.
Is Plastic
Why
Man
me?
too OP? That's the real question I have to ask you guys because he might be.
What's that?
Is Plastic Man too overpowered?
No.
I don't know. Batman seems to think so.
Yeah, well.
I mean, he can totally change his like every portion of his body and his shape and size.
They're bouncing.
Where does he get mass from?
Comic Science.
Pretty
Yes,
much.
Comic Science.
You can tell Wade's not writing Flash anymore because it's like he would have like had to explain Plastic Man.
Right.
Then they meet Granny Goodness, and there's the evil, they're not evil, but mind controlled kids. Yeah, I think this is a great book. You know, like the current Flash run is so good. Like the art,
Yeah,
the
really is.
writing, it's just really superb. I think. Plus, Wally and Ace are like, you know, a good tag team.
Ace the Bat Hound.
No, he calls him Ace, but the other Wally,
Ah,
the other Wally, the Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah, the
Right, right.
he's better written now. When he first came out, when they first wrote him, he was stereotypical as heck. You know, his black kid. And then I remember
Well, that
reading
was
it.
when Perry was on the book, right?
Huh?
That was when Perry was writing it, right? Because I have a
forget
whole bunch of.
I forget. That was after New 52 or right around that time. But I remember they're like Barry and Iris were like, you know, I don't remember where they were. Iris is like, yeah, see, Wally here, he needs a father figure in his life. His dad's not in his life, which is super stereotypical for a black kid, for black writing that, right? Like he needs a role model, and then like Wallace would talk like all like, you know,
Yeah.
like what they
yeah.
think black people talk like. Like, yo, what's up, punk or whatever, and I'm like,
What's
seriously. It was very
My-
very stereotypical, written by a white person,
Yeah.
right? But then
My dad's in
lately,
jail. I don't even know his name. Yeah.
but lately he's written like a normal person, which is
Yeah.
how you should write it, you know. Yeah.
Well, I think
I mean,
Williamson did like a lot of the heavy
great book.
lifting on his run. I picked up like 20 issues of Williamson's back issues of the Flash just like yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I found a whole bunch of them in 3 for $1 bins downtown. So it's like I picked up like
Oh,
30 or 40 of them.
Is that like
Nice.
Jeffries or what?
What's that?
Jeffries?
Yeah,
oh,
I just ended
I
up
forgot
buying a
who it
whole
is.
bunch of the Williamson Flash run because I kind of want to read that now.
Williamson. Was that 90s or was that 80s?
No, that was just recently ended. It was like the guy
Oh.
who wrote like over 100 issues of it from Rebirth to
Right.
like maybe 5 months ago or 6 months ago, I think.
Oh, okay. And then Wally returns with a beard. That happened one time before in the was it the Human Race? I think, you know, that arc of the Flash where he has
Yeah.
to. I think it was that one. I think where he raced across the universe. Oh, was it that one? I forget which one. One time Linda died, and he ran because she got struck by lightning. And then he ran so fast that he outran Death, the Black
Yeah.
Flash, where Death no longer existed, and he got her
Right,
back
right.
from Death, and he came back with a beard and a goatee.
Yeah, that was during the Wade run.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, that's my my books I got right now, or what I wanted to talk about anyways. But look at the cover. These look like almost the Annihilus from Marvel a little bit, right? That
Well, the
the
Parademons.
army of them. You know what I mean? A negative zone.
It kind of reminds me of Adam Hughes a little.
A what?
Johnson.
Well, that kind of ties me into what I read, which is Flash #1.
Oh, they just came out?
Yeah, I went and picked it up like on its own.
I gotta buy that. Damn.
We'll
Dang it.
get you a copy in 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah, I went and bought a
ordered it,
second
right?
copy just so I could read it. And it's okay. It's setting up a lot of stuff, so it's like I kind of. It's not
okay.
bad. The only problem that I have with it is Diodato Jr.'s artwork because he's like tracing faces. Because you can tell because Wally looks just like Chris Evans, like most of the time when you see his like
Yeah,
unmatched
see,
face.
there is a tell sometimes where you can kind of tell. To me, it's when the poses seem too realistic. You know, like kind of like are very, very like forced. You could tell.
Or anything where Greg Land draws.
An issue of GQ.
A what?
An issue of GQ, Gentlemen's Quarterly.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like when people are striking up a conversation, they're like their hands are some weird position, like I don't know. Where you can tell it's like, all right, pose like this, snap, draw, trace.
Well, I mean, Greg Land is the absolute worst because he just uses like adult entertainment of like all sites for like every female that he does. It's just like, why?
Well, that's also been done for quite a while from a lot of, you know, female characters have had absurd poses. Like Spider Woman.
Spider Woman's had some weird unnatural poses lately, like that one with her climbing down the wall with
her butt in the air. So what do you got, Dylan or Goblin?
Let's
continue talking. Dylan?
You have such a poser. Like White Widow in the Black Widow movie. You're such a poser.
Yeah, you're such a poser. It's just like boom. It's like ugh.
The superhero landing. Florence Pugh is a great actress, though. It's like I really liked her in Little Women or something like that. I just saw her in something like some Jane Austen.
I haven't seen Little Women, but Little Women's not Jane Austen, but yeah.
I can't remember if she was in that one or if it was she in Emma, which is Jane Austen.
Was there an Emma recently?
Yeah, it's the one that has what's her name from Anya Taylor-Joy as Emma.
I don't know if I saw that. I saw a recent Pride and Prejudice, I think, but not a recent Emma.
Is that the one with Keira Knightley?
Yeah, that was all right.
That's probably the best adaptation of that film that of that book that I've seen.
That's not even close, man. There is a BBC miniseries that was way awesome.
Yeah, but it didn't have Keira Knightley in it, so it's like.
Yeah, but they had I can't remember the dude's name, but they had Studley Homeboy. And he was way more awesome than Knightley.
Dudley McHomeboy.
Yeah, Studley McHomeboy. He was all like, "Hey, I'm sexy," and you're like, "Yeah." All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I dug up some of my foreign comics, had them in a box, and so I went and grabbed my other box, and then unfortunately I couldn't find my Australian comics, which I mentioned to you guys. There's like old favorite comics, you know.
With a weird stripper looking Tom Strong cosplay stripper looking girl on the cover.
Yeah, it's what's that? Thorn, and then Lois Lane, I guess, and then Token Black Girl because it's the 70s. So
secretly, that's actually the lady that would end up running the Invisible Mafia from Bendis's run, probably.
Right. But man, I guess I gotta change this comic bag. But I've got a few comics. These are from Argentina, I think.
Oh, that.
It's the Batman.
Oh, these are from they're printed in Colombia. And so like the numbering seems to kind of go between titles. So we got like Batman,
which is really just Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Yeah, exactly. It is a Green Lantern, Green Arrow issue. Linterna Verde, Flecha Verde.
Yeah, Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Yeah, but so like the numbering, you know, so this one's like 59, and then this one's Superman 42, Superman 50. So the numbering just continues. It's like, you know, like number 50 Superman and then number 51's Batman or something,
That's
right?
cool. Those look kind of
And then,
interesting.
they throw in a Tarzan for good measure. So that's pretty cool. It's not Joe Kubert, but it's somebody.
So are
That-
these like their own thing, or does Marvel and DC just release stuff in other countries? Like
Yeah. So
They
these,
released it reprinted and translated in other countries.
yeah, exactly. These were DC, and I think these are. It says 1985.
Okay.
So these are done in the 80s, just like
Yeah,
post.
70s comics. Because those Green Lantern, Green Arrows are from the 70s.
Yeah, I mean they're all reprints for sure. Actually, on the emotion.
Action.
Action and emotion.
Yeah, see, con gusto. And then I've also picked up like some pretty cool ones from some Arab comics. I think these were
Oh.
printed in Jordan,
Huh.
and so they read backwards, and
like
they
Japanese.
this weird like
Yellow paper
black
with
and white, but with a third color, and it depends what page you get is what color you get. So there's like blue, yellow, blue, yeah, yellow,
I guess it's so you know you don't skip a page.
blue. And they're like reprints of Batman, Adventure Comics, Superman,
Looks like
and
50s, 60s.
yeah, so these came out in the late 60s or early 70s, but the eBay listing on one of them had said that they were Silver Age comics from the 60s, 70s. eBay listing on the second set said that they were reprints. And so then I contacted the dude and he did not respond. But these are in way too good condition to be
Yeah.
come
From
over
the
from the Middle
60s?
East since the 70s. So
70s.
I believe that these are just reprints. Somebody, got copies of them, ran them off, and but they're still pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
super cool, man.
The covers are great.
Yeah.
Although that one just looks.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so constipated while I'm blowing up my dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Was that me? No, that was an explosion. Not inside
This dynamite is
my
X-Lax.
pants.
Then yeah, the Superman ones.
That's
Like
original
Adventure
Krypton, Kryptonian clothing and all that from pre-burn.
Yeah. Yeah, those are like early 60s.
Whoa.
That's just a dumb cover.
The Kryptonite rock?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like they didn't just reprint the covers, they like
Redrew them.
them,
Yeah.
traced them badly.
Because was that supposed to be elongated man on the last one?
You would think, but no, it's just random dude. So this is number 38, and it's a reprint of, I don't have that info, but it's a 1964 comic, and these ones are colored slightly differently. So they
That
have
bottom panel of Clark just looks like the biggest cuck I've ever seen.
what?
I'm just gonna watch Lois make out with Jimmy. God, who is that's
And then yeah, another Adventure Comics cover.
with Jimmy? Jimmy Olsen.
Now that's Colosso Boy.
Oh, from the Legion. Duh.
Yeah. because
It looks just like Jimmy actually on that cover.
I know, right? It's like it does look like Jimmy. He's
A
like,
little bit.
I'm
Did you
gonna
read
take
that
a
12 issue
selfie.
maxi series with Jimmy Olsen from like 3 years ago or so?
What's that? Yeah,
Did
no,
you?
I didn't. I only read #1 of that. So
That series was so good.
yeah, I think I missed out.
Get the trade. The trade's great.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. And then I picked up German Avengers recently from Time Tunnel.
Insizen die Schlangen.
Oh, yeah. So just a reprint of a 60s comic. And then I've got, of course, your foreign Mickey Mouses because
Whoa, Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse.
Hey,
Oh,
they banned that.
Oh, that's goofy.
They banned that in certain high schools now.
yeah.
They did.
Well, they
Oh,
banned Mouse, the Art Spiegelman's book about the Holocaust.
Ah, Mouse, yeah, that's a good book.
It's
I
a
guess
great
I
book.
left my other Russian Mickey Mouse. This is a German Mickey Mouse, but I got a
The
Russian one.
Russian one's Comrade Mickey.
Yeah, Spiegelman Mouse, that's a really good comic. I've got a collected edition that collects Mouse and Mouse 2. Yeah, if you haven't read it, Tetsuo, you should definitely read it.
It's one of those ones like it's like a contract from God by Ellison or all that. It's like
By Eisner.
or Eisner, sorry. Why am I thinking of Harlan? But yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Like-
oh man, Contract from God is so good. There's this so I've got a collected edition of the trilogy. So it's got like 3 different books, and I don't know if it's the second one. So it's a Contract with God, A Life Force, and Dropsy Avenue.
I think I only read a contract with God of all from those 3, but yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact quote, but it's something like there's this cockroach runs by and is just like what is life like if you're a cockroach? It's like you're always running around and you're just looking for food and trying to survive. But is life really so different for us?
Yeah.
Am I a human or am I a cockroach? Like what's the difference here? Am I just running around looking for food, trying to survive? Am I a man or am I a cockroach? And I can't do it justice, but it is very deep. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah. Mouse is one of those comics that'll bring you to tears though, just because it's like it is. That's why I don't like watching World War II films anymore. It's like, no, I don't need to see the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Sometimes, people do act like cockroaches. They do. And
Yeah.
rats. And rats. People act like rats.
Yeah.
Read Metamorphosis by Camus. That'll change how you feel about cockroaches.
Mm.
That is a nihilistic book, and if there ever was one.
Wasn't there a movie about a guy who would like talk with cockroaches? They infested his apartment.
Yeah.
His
Twilight of the Cockroaches.
The what?
Twilight of the Cockroaches. It's
Was it
like
that?
this
I thought it was-
hybrid animated live action thing.
I think
Japanese. And
no, it was an American thing. It was an American movie.
That's Joe's Apartment
Oh,
with Brendan Fraser.
okay. Not Twilight of the Cockroaches. So yeah, I don't know. I got several others. There's like Dutch version
whoa.
of Batman Year One, French version of Batman Year One. My best friend Nora got this one for me when she was in France. So
That
there's
cover
a
is great.
recent print. This one I picked up out of like a dollar bin. So, but that's cool. Yar in Dutch version. But yeah, so super cool. And like
Yeah.
this one here, Trachtmann. So he gets his power. So this is a German comic. He gets his powers from drinking beer. And when my parents went over to Germany and they went to a comic store to, get me a comic. And they're like, okay, do you have anything like unique, that my son can't get elsewhere. And they're like, yeah, Trachtman is good. Right? And they're like, okay, cool. And they're like, okay, so there's Trachtman in German and then Bavarian. And then so my parents are like, oh yeah. So Bavarian, that sounds good, that's very unique, and like, it's not even German, that's like, a little pidgin language of German, right? So let's get that one. And the guy's like, oh, nine, English. And my parents like, nah, Goblin's gonna want the
Buy
authentic
two copies. Buy an
Bavarian.
English and a German one so you can look
Yeah.
at both.
So my parents bought it in Bavarian, and then they get back to their hotel, they open it up, and they slip them the English version. But at least now I can read the story of Trachtman,
That's a character that needs to team up with Snowflame from DC.
He needs to team up with, I don't know, somebody. With maybe with Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Tony Stark's powers
No,
all came from
no,
alcohol.
actually, no,
as well.
that's a bad idea. No.
9. Yeah, so that's what I've got. I've got, well, a few others. I guess I'll just show them off. Oh, here's the Russian Mickey Mouse.
But wow.
Yeah,
Comrade Mouse.
And then I got this one, Berserker from England. It's all very Simon Bisley looking.
Would you like to? Oh, wait, I can't sing that here.
From Hawaii, but it's like kind of in some Japanese. Mahalo for the support.
Cindy Sentai.
Hawaiian?
Yeah, Hawaiian. And then some French reprints of like Green Lantern.
That's a great cover.
Another French from the 80s reprint of Crisis. Another German Avengers. It's like what the French all like DC and the Germans all like Avengers. They're like, oh yeah, we avenge. They're like,
Avenge what? Your failure?
they're like, oh, great. We are French, we prefer to, make the giant fist with a ring and punch you in the face with a giant boxing glove.
I went and saw that the new Hercule Poirot film that just got released. The third one with what's his name? Who directed the first Thor? Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, that dude?
Yeah.
I don't think I watched the third one yet.
Yeah, it just came out like a week or two ago in theaters. It's really good though, even though the cast is kind of like not as star-studded as the last two.
Is that the third or the fourth? Because I feel like I've
Third.
watched 2 and I missed one. And if there's a new one, that would make it 4.
No, there's been Murder on the Orient Express, and then there was Death on the Nile, and now there's
Wait, I thought you were talking about Thor, not Agatha Christie.
well, Hercule Poirot is still the guy who directed the
oh.
first one. Is like the guy that plays them.
Oh, I thought you're talking about Thor, not some Belgian detective, dude.
I had a feeling you were thinking about that. He was thinking about someone else, and you're talking about different things.
Well, Belgium, France. Yeah, so the last thing I've got this cool limited.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Um,
what is the heck?
Yeah, it's signed, so that's awesome. I guess he must have done that before he died, right? And it's limited to like, I don't know, 100 copies. It just has a bunch of like little, single panel pinup type things. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. This was a gift that an ex-girlfriend got me. Yeah, no info about how many editions, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's just a couple hundred or something.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So
Who's the artist?
Mobius.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Jean Girard.
Oh,
the man
so
that made Fifth Element what it is.
Was he on Fifth Element? But
Yeah,
no,
he did all the designs.
he made Dune awesome, right? And all this stuff.
He makes everything he does awesome.
Absolutely.
So
oh yeah, I
I got
also wanted to show
what you got?
Graduation Day, Blue Beetle. It's pretty
Cool.
good, but
Oh, that's a
unfortunately, I got a Target version.
exclusive?
Huh?
That's a Target exclusive?
No, no, because I saw it at comic book shops. The cover is a Target exclusive.
Okay. It's
So what
a
sucks?
collection, then a trade paperback?
Yes, yeah, it's
Cool.
yeah. What sucks though is the sticker. If I take it off, it'll like peel off the
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get a better version from a comic book store. They don't put stickers on it, but the art is great.
Yeah.
What store did you get it from?
Target.
Target.
Oh, actual Target.
Yeah, that's why it has a sticker on it. But the writing's really good. Like I like it, so far what I read. And yeah, there's Ted Core there.
I don't have them in this pile, but I got the Blue Beetle 1 and 2 recently, the new one that just came out, which is bringing Victoria Cord into the real world, into our comics, actually. So,
Yeah. So yeah, on graduation day, they send them off to what's it called, like Palmyra City or whatever.
yeah,
They used in the movie, instead of El Paso. And then in the new series, they're just like, trying to true up with the movie, and they're like, oh yeah, so it's so great to be here in Palmyra City. And it's just like, dude, but you were in El Paso for like 15 years, I mean,
did your whole family just move to be around you because you moved? It's
yeah.
like that's
It's like this weird town in Florida that's where the majority population is Mexicans and not Florida, not like
Cubans or
Yeah.
Haitians or
It's like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It doesn't.
that's because it's protecting that Floribama coast.
There's other Caribs that people
Yeah, green,
Yeah,
yellow.
they're in the new one too.
Yeah,
green,
guys
yellow.
are like all best buddies with them. He's like, oh man, it's so good that we're pals instead of you trying to kill me. Oh, we all make mistakes. It's like, I don't know, y'all were just trying to kill him last issue.
Kill them all.
Yeah, so I gotta find a better version because if I take it off, it just leaves that sticker residue, and I'm like, ugh.
Well, that's cool though, because it's an exclusive cover.
I like the cover, but why do you put a sticker on it?
I know.
Tetsuo, here's a little secret for you. If you get the sticker off, take rubbing alcohol to it. The rubbing alcohol dries before it actually has a chance to damage the book, but it also peels that stuff right off.
Yeah, but the thing is, these trade paperbacks have like a glossy cover, and when you peel a sticker, it removes the gloss. And like Goo Gone and rubbing alcohol and stuff, that it won't restore the gloss. So yeah.
What else did I read? Oh, since it's I never got a chance to get it, since I might as well do one. I read One Bad Day of the Riddler finally. That's like
right on.
Amazingly written. And it's got the Mitch Gerrard's on art with Tom King writing, so it's like, of course I'm gonna love it. A lot of green. I kind of felt ill actually reading the book just because of the amount of green that was in it. That sort of toxic green shade to every page. It's like, ugh. But story was really good. You read it, didn't you? Or you picked it up, but you didn't read it, right?
What's this again by Tom King?
One Bad Day.
I haven't read that yet.
I won't go into details of the story then, but it's really, really good. It's I got to pick up some of the other One Bad Days because I heard the Bane one's good, the Rosso School one is good.
Yeah.
So
I haven't read any of them. I picked up like the G. Willow Wilson, Catwoman, I think I got Bane, Clayface, and Ra's al Ghul. And
I
then
almost spent $127 about the collected hardcover edition of all of them, like just to have it. But it was like I decided to like, be smart with my money instead of buying that.
yeah, I mean, is it? I don't know. I haven't read them, so I don't know if it's cover worthy. But
I mean,
I'm dubious.
they're pretty thick, so I mean, it's like you can do it, especially if they throw in like sketches and stuff with it, I guess. But
Yeah,
it's like when you buy a hardcover edition of The Killing Joke, it's like, why?
yeah. I mean, man, when you got a comic box of hardcovers, it just weighs like twice as much as the normal comics. It's just like I don't want to be picking up like 50-pound boxes of comics. It's like that's all right now, but when I'm 70, no, dude. So
I just want to watch the cartoon version. So I've had kind of a fun week though. Like you had your foreign comics. I've been digging through all my boxes and finding the stuff that I either need to finish or just wanted to reread, like the Jenny Hex special with the Nick Darrington cover.
Oh yeah, that was a good
Whoa.
series
Huh.
with her magic box.
Yeah, like a one shot for out of Young Justice, but it's like that Nick Darrington cover just like sold me on having that one. I still need to get 1 through 6, but I got or 1 through 7, but I found like my Omega Man by Tom King that I've been meaning to get the rest of the series for.
Dude, that series was so awesome. And
I know I only have 8, 9, and 10 though, so it's like I need to find 1 through 7.
man, when I read number 1, I was just like, oh, this is so good. I'm like, this is going to get canceled quick because nobody's going to read Omega Man. But man, this is great. And I had no clue who the writer was. Never heard of him. Didn't remember him. But man, that series is great. And then looking back later, like, who's this Tom King dude? Oh, Omega Man.
He wrote Grayson. Come on, man. That Grayson series was awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Only read number 1. I don't know. Maybe I missed
I have like 2 or 3 trades of it because I love Huntress from that series. Anyway, especially since like her and Dick started dating kind of in that series, which like add that to his every number of girlfriends.
Yeah.
Also found like a bunch of the D-list characters I love in my boxes that I've been wanting to reread. So reading like Cave Carson stuff again.
That was it. The first series was good. The second series,
I think this is the first. I can't remember.
the first series is great, man. I love that.
And then I found one of my all-time favorite
Pops out, crawls around.
characters right here. Space Cabbie. God, he's so dumb. But it's like that's kind of why I like characters like that. It's like same thing. Reason I like Ambush Bug is like because it's like there's nothing really redeeming about Ambush Bug. He's just weird.
Yeah, the original Deadpool.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, it's like you called it last time, and I've said this before on someone else's show. It was like he's just a thing so you can make jokes about the industry,
Right.
and that's really it. That's the only reason that character like exists in any form still. And then found my I realized I never read this one, the White Knight Harley Quinn series that came out. I'm only missing 1 issue, so
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I got a trade of the first White Knight and started reading it, but never got through it.
I wasn't sure if you'd had it or not. I was going to bring you I found my trade of it today, so I was going to bring a bio to you so you could read it.
Oh, well, I've got a copy. It's just, more comics than time.
And then the other thing I found was like the last other Art Germ Wonder Woman cover I had from
Art Germ.
Nice.
He's a really good artist.
Yeah.
It's like his Wonder Woman looks a little odd though. She looks like more Russian, I think, than
Greek.
Amazonian. I don't know, in that picture at least.
But what is Amazonian? That's not a real thing,
Yeah, well, it depends who's writing it. Like George Perez really put them in Greek culture.
Yeah.
So, Greek.
They are Greek. Well, I mean, that's like the gods that they have anyway. So it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
and that goes back to the 30s, I think. Jeez. at this point with William Marston.
42?
No, that's a Seduction of the Innocent. Why can't I think of his name?
William Moulton Marston.
Oh, okay, I was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a. There's a documentary or a biopic film about him that's really good.
Yeah, there's a couple. I can't remember if I actually watched those or not, but yeah, apparently he had a pretty strange relationship with his wife and his girlfriend.
Well, they were a throuple before that was a common thing.
Yeah. And
I guess Wonder Woman was kind of based off those two, the two of them together.
yeah, well, from what I understand is that his wife actually had a lot of input in the creation and the stories of Wonder Woman. So, it's
Yeah, she was the one that told him to make her a secretary
what?
of the JSA. She was the one that suggested that
Yeah,
she be
well,
the secretary.
my understanding is that basically she helped write a lot of the stories, and it's just that women can't do stuff, so she didn't get any credit, but basically apparently she was like co-creator, co-author.
Also, interesting thing about him, he created the lie detector,
Who
the
did?
polygraph.
William Moulton Marston.
Yeah.
The lasso of truth.
Yeah.
And he was into bondage.
Oh,
So also the lasso of truth.
read some of those Golden Age Wonder Woman comics, and you can tell it's like
Yeah.
she's getting chained up in every issue. It's like, whoa. Oh. But as far as new comics go, the only thing I have left is the Gotham War
Oh,
series that's going on between Batman and Catwoman, which I like. And it's like, I know people have been hit or miss on it, but it's when you find out who the real bad guys are, it's like actually interesting.
they're married, right?
No,
Oh, I thought they
the
were
issue
going
they were
to.
supposed to get married, she left him at the altar.
Catwoman style.
Issue 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
I
course,
found the
they're
wedding
like-
invitation for that actually yesterday. I still have that.
Batman's hey Dick, you've got the ring, right? What time is it, Dick? Oh, yeah.
I'm
No,
standing with
don't
a
worry,
drunk
Bruce.
judge on top of a bar.
She'll be here. She's just like 5 hours late, Bruce. She'll be here. Oh,
Why leave her with like a Frank Miller creation? That's never a good idea. Oh, but no, it's like I think it actually kind of works as far as like Batman being like totally out of his mind. If I had to deal with failsafe and then the alternate dimension and losing my hand, I think I wouldn't be on top of my game either.
yeah.
And Catwoman being played from how far did you get in it, or did you stop reading it?
I didn't read any of those marriage issues.
No, the new one.
Oh, Gotham War. I've read the first 2 parts, I think.
Okay, then yeah, okay. So, are you gonna read the Catwoman one, or are you? I know you were kind of lukewarm on it.
Well, yeah, they're showing up in my box, so I'll be reading them eventually.
Okay, so let's leave with that. So, Vandal Savage showing up out of nowhere was fun.
Vandal Savage,
Always fun.
immortal villain.
And it's interesting. It's like there's a lot of the Savage family that goes on until you get to the Red Hood issue, which I read in the store, which is just Red Hood going, "Where's the Joker? I gotta kill the Joker." It's like, oh God, not this again. I thought we got done with that like point in your life with like Scott Lobdell leaving. Ugh. But I'll still read it again.
Are new comics released every week or every 2 weeks? I forget.
Every week, every Tuesday for DC, every Wednesday for Marvel.
Wednesday.
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm definitely behind. Again, I gotta go to the store. Oof.
I went and checked out that one store that Keith told me about, the Invisible Jet Comics over in West Portal, which was pretty nice. The owner is really nice too.
Oh, the new one, right? The new one. they
Yeah.
got?
I think I ended up spending like $80 at like in one day.
Holy moly! Well, comic books are like $5 now, so.
Well, I got
Tiny.
I got one of the complete Turtles trades that I didn't have, like the volume 2. So it's like that's like $40 on its own right there.
I've been on the hunt for the last Ronin. I can't find it.
She has it.
Oh.
Are you just looking for the trade?
Yeah, because I probably can't find the issues.
I think I know a place in San Mateo that I can go and grab it for you if you want, but I'll try to do that tonight if I get a chance.
The trade back? Huh.
The trade paperback, the
That'd be
collected.
cool. Thanks. Yeah. I might go to the shop today later because I catch up on stuff.
Which shop are you gonna go to?
I don't know. Maybe Sour Cherry or Vision Comics.
I've never been to Sour Cherry.
Where
It's
is that? I
cool.
don't even know that one.
It's a small comic book shop that's LGBTQ friendly, and Joe knows the owner.
Oh, that's the one over on Valencia, right?
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
a lot
that
of.
one.
It looks like they have a lot of independent books, but they still got Marvel DC there. But I say there's more creator owned independent stuff there.
Didn't we see a movie with one of the employees there when we saw Blue Beetle? Isn't
No, that was my student,
Oh, okay.
the girl. Yeah, but she worked at Elusive Comics.
Oh, that's the one
Hate-
over by near Hate Street and
No,
San
the
Jose.
San Jose. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, San Jose.
yeah.
Oh, is that Isotope down there? Like down?
Yeah.
That's an SF.
It's an SF.
With the toilet covers on the wall. Toilet
Yes.
bowl covers that they drew on.
Oh.
The owner of that Isotopes is very he seems very eccentric. This is look very tall, the mustache, wears the stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you listen to his music projects, they're really interesting.
The what?
So he self-released a bunch of like weird sort of like electronic music that's actually pretty decent.
Really?
Right?
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah. I forgot how I found out about it. I think it was I don't even remember.
I went there for my my comic book class. I went there at that store.
Yeah, my friend Bill likes to go there. So so
All right, does
Um,
it have anything else?
I had a pile of $30 today. It's like I was reading mostly old books all week just because it's like I've been finding
yeah.
all these ones. But yeah, Red Blue Beetle. Did I read anything else? Trying to think off the top of my head. Maybe, but I can't remember.
No, man, I've got this like empty bag and board with no comic, because it's like I pulled out all these foreign comics and then opened them up and then put them back. And it's like, wait a minute, why am I missing a comic here? I don't know, man.
Man, I got extra ones of those too, just hanging around.
Oh yeah, I also found this like in my collection, which I thought was the stupidest idea ever, but it's like for some reason I had the preview for it, which is the Future State preview from like back when that was a thing. It's like, oh good lord, this just looks so bad.
Yeah. Oh, the Future State was not good. I
No.
don't know if I liked any of those.
I liked the Joelle Jones Wonder Woman, which introduced Yara Fleur. That was about the only part of it I really kind of got into.
Yeah. Yeah, those were all right.
Other than that,
Um,
maybe Legion was good, I think. At
yeah,
that time.
Legion and maybe Kara Zor-El Superwoman, but I don't know. They were all pretty awful.
Yeah. Dark Detective was. Oh, I
Yeah,
just
dark. No.
Swamp Thing made no sense.
Yeah,
Dark
that was like Ram V did the Swamp Thing stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
Marika Maki did the Dark Detective. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
But I think isn't that when he stopped being Alec Holland, if I remember
With-
correctly? 'Cause I
Yes.
think Alec Holland is no longer Swamp Thing again. It's like why?
Yeah, they an Indian guy I think is now Swamp Thing. Let's see if they first appearance of Swamp Thing Supreme.
Supreme.
Don't even mention his name in the
More like Crutch Wrap Supreme.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the reason why they didn't bring up Future State again. And apparently that feature has no future.
Well, yeah, because it was like basically their whole 5G thing, like what was left of it, like what was actually done. They're like, oh, let's just release it anyhow under a different name.
Hey, let's be fair. It wasn't their fault. They got a cease and desist from Samsung.
Well, no, AT&T is like their owner, and like
AT&T cease and
it-
desist.
they're the ones that asked for it because that's their network.
Oh, so,
And so-
like one more thing, I actually found this. I forgot I bought this recently. Do you guys know about American Born Chinese?
Oh, Gene Li Wang
Written
Yang,
by
yeah.
Yeah, Jim Lin Yang. This is the actual graphic novel that the TV series is based off of, and actually, it's really good. You know, like it's very not like traditional comic book. It's just like one of these things that has like 4 panels a page or whatever.
Yeah.
The art's very simple, but it's cool seeing the comic version of the characters.
I loved his Superman versus the Klan release that he did, which was so good.
Yeah, I didn't read that. I probably should.
She has it over at Invisible Jet, and it's so good. Oh, I need to read his new Superman stuff. Like, I think finally, it's like I never got around to it.
There's
But
some
I've heard good things.
like Oni and the Monkey King.
Right on.
Probably the son, I want to say, or maybe it's Su Kong. I don't know, but it's cool. I mean, I haven't really read much of it, but the TV show is good. It's great.
Yeah, it's got really
Yo in
great
it.
reviews.
Yeah, it's good. I watched the whole thing. It's not very, very, very good. We should watch it. It's really cool. It's got the really good play on the Sayuki tail with Monkey King.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is that on like Netflix or what?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm still in the middle of Kim's Convenience right now, so it's like.
Oh, that's funny.
I still haven't watched that. Like I want to,
But that's more like
kinda
Korean
always
born Canadian.
Asian
So
led
Yeah.
TV series.
Korean born Canadian.
well, it's got like
It's got the star from Shang-Chi in it.
Yes, Simu Liu.
it also
Yeah.
has the one guy that plays like the space cop in the New Republic era from like all the Star Wars shows as the dad. He's over in like all of those, like Ahsoka and
Oh, right. I didn't
he just
realize
doesn't have
that
that like
was him.
really
just
thick accent.
Ahsoka or whatever.
Ahsoka, the Mandalorian, he's been in like
Yeah.
most of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't make that connection there.
So,
Right.
and the girl that plays Simon Liu's boss is like kind of like weirdly funny in a off-putting sort of way. I don't get it, but she's funny as hell on that show. I gotta finish season 2 though. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
All right. Well, it was cool talking with you guys. I guess to wrap it up, we'll see y'all in another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We should have new books by then too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep, they should be here in 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
You want to get back on camera, Dylan, before you end it? Just like talking to the ceiling.
Yeah, I'll do if I go by the shop today. I'll take a look to see if I can find that last run for you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, gentlemen.
Do you want? Okay. Yeah. All right. It was great talking to you guys. We'll see you guys in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
And with new books.
All right, cool.
Catch you later, guys.
Later.
Let me and